Let's have a little look. Oh, it's a big perch. Oh my lord, look at that. The weather's been really bad. We've had floods, we've had storms, we've had frozen water. More floods, more storms, and the fishing's been crap. So I thought I'd just pop out today and literally try and catch a fish. I'm going for a perch or a zander. If I can get a perch over about 4 or 5 ounces, I'll be happy. If I can get a zander, I'll be over the moon. Because conditions are still really, really difficult. So how am I going to do it? Well, I'm going to be fishing fangs. I like the thang. It's a really good sized bait just for trying to get a response. If you'd have watched a video recently of me and Tom Moy having a fishing challenge, you can see if I use a little drop shot rig and a little tadpole, I catch those little perch. It's not what I want to do. I just want to get 1 or 2 decent fish where I can get a nice thump on the line. I've got 2 or 3 hours before it gets dark and just want to have a bit of fun. So let's see if we can go and get something. It's not going to be easy, but I'll explain what I'm doing as we go through it. So, fingers crossed, we'll get 1 or 2 in the net. Let's have a quick look at the rig. I'm being ultra lazy. This is what I had tied on before I was fishing before with Bradley. So that bullet weight's a bit too heavy for here, but it will do. Got a 1/0 hook on and just a thang in Chartreuse. I do like the Chartreuse colour. Looking at the water clarity of the water, and it's just the colour's just dropping out nicely. So this could work really well. I have got in my pocket some darker baits if I feel it needs something a bit darker. So I've got those, they might work well, bit of a darker contrast. What else have I got? I just picked up a little handful of baits that I had, and yeah, I got a red one as well, and I got something else because it's just pricked me in the fingers. That one is the same as that one, so that's what I'm going to go with, just different colours. I'm going to try 1 or 2 different things, see if they work, and I'm just going to fish this bait really slowly behind structures like boats, see what happens. One positive about having a slightly heavier weight on that you need, it's quite windy today still because we've still got these storms, and I can punch it into the wind, so that's quite cool, but it is overkill. But I'm not going for numbers, I'm just going for 1 or 2 fish that I can basically fool. So what I'm going to do is just give the thang a little bit of life. It's ever so shallow, wrap it back half a turn, then let it just sit there. It'll pop up off the bottom. Hopefully if there's a perch or a zander around, it will see it and nail it. We do not want any pike. No pike, mind you, there's hardly any down here, so the chances of me catching one are minimal. So this is a really easy way of fishing. There's a lot of rubbish on the bottom here, like willow branches, sadly boat waste, like you get a lot of tampons, you get dog walker bags, poo bags, you get all sorts of rubbish on here. So you need to use an offset hook and hide it in the bait, otherwise you snag up just like that. Look at that, I want to snag straight away, first cast. Ugh. Normally you can ping it out. That's not coming out, so I'm just going to walk above it. Hopefully I can pull it out. That's the problem along here. There's so many snags, it's ridiculous. Oh, there we go, pulled it out. So there we go. That was... That's going to be the problem. It is snag city, so all I'm going to do is get that point hidden into the plastic, and if I miss 1 or 2, so be it, but I don't want to be losing too many rigs. It's painful. If I was desperate to catch something, I wouldn't be fishing like this. I'd be using a drop shot with like a white tadpole. At the minute, these little perch are suicidal on something white. I think they're tuned into the fry, and the little white profile gets them going, but we don't want... Oh, hello. Hello. What are you doing? Hello. Hello. Got a friend. What are you doing? Hello. What's up? Hello. See you later. I'm not going to spend very long in one swim. I'm literally going to cast where I think a perch or a zander will be tucked away, and then I'm going to move. The reason being is that I think there's going to be a lot of nothing, and I also think if I cover a perch or zander that's going to have it, it's going to have it straight away. Now, I'm not right, it's just the way I like to do it. I don't like to spend too long in one swim when I don't know where they are. And my experience of fishing it is you get a really hard thump if you get the cast right. Oh, that was lucky. Just kissed a branch on the far bank. I'm covered in these things. Ugh. So this was the little section where the top weights come from in this section, about 13 pounds. 3 pegs at 13 pounds from along here with little bits, and my thinking is the fish they caught here were smaller than the next section down that we're walking into. So if I was a zander, a small zander, because there's only little zander in here, you'd be on the little bait fish, wouldn't you? And if you're not, if you're on the... Look at that, I didn't even feel that. So, that cast, something's taken my pincer off, and I didn't even feel it. It's because I'm too busy talking to you lot. Right. Unless... No, that must have been pulled off. So, when that happens, you can either cast it straight back out again, because the perch have disabled it, or what you can do... You've got a fresh bait. I'm going to try a different colour. I'm going to try that one, that red and brown one. Being a bit darker, it may show up quite nicely in the water. We'll see. Yeah, I didn't feel that. Pay attention, Andy. So they're very easy to rig. Basically, on a 1/0 offset hook, you rig them like so. Hide the point. Let's have another go. Same cast. Oh, that was a bit short. That was crap. We'll see what happens. You never know. That big splash might have woken something up. That's strange. Normally you feel a real hard thump when they pull the pincers off. Right, let's do a better cast. That was no good. Get it under the trees. That's better. Right, it's time to concentrate. So I'm just giving literally half a turn of the handle, but quite hard, just to impart some life into the bait, and then just let it sit there. Now, I just vary the hang really, the time it sits, and normally you'll get a hit just as you've paused. It's like they're tricking it, and as soon as you pause it, they go for the kill. So I'll watch my braid as well. If that tightens, I'll strike. Anything that I think is a fish, I will pull into. Because you've got to pull the hook through the plastic. I'm going to have one more cast up to that boat. For those that are interested, I've got it's a Western W6 5 to 15 gram rod. It's really nice, this rod. The reel's miles too big. It's 3,000, needed 2,000 really. But the reason I've got this combo is I want it in a comp, so it is what it is. And I've got 0.6 braid on and a 10-pound fluorocarbon leader. People might say, cool, 10 pound, but just in case I hit a pike, I've got a chance of getting in. A little bit of an abrasion thing really, and I think 10 pound fluorocarbon for something like this, the fish aren't going to sit there and inspect it. Very straightforward, simple setup, it just works. You can tinker with it if you want to be a bit more finesse. But like I said, we're just having a couple of hours, bit of fun. And in the extreme conditions that we've had, if we can get one half decent perch or Z, then it's been a great day. Right, that's coming off. I'm going to change colour. The reason I'm changing colour is very unscientific. It's because I just had a feeling. And my feeling is I just wanted a bit of black on the bait. I don't know why. Just a bit of a contrast with slightly coloured water. I thought, let's just get a bit of black on the bait. This is a used bait, so I'm just going to make a new hole, a new tear in it. If this doesn't work, I'll put the Chartreuse one back on, because Chartreuse is a good colour. But this should work. And it should show up in the murky water. Yeah, that looks cool. So we'll try that next swim. The beauty of that offset hook, that you can get away with it a lot of the time. Oh, there we go. I thought I had a thump. What's that? Oh, that feels like a pike. Don't be a pike. That was a lovely thump. What is it? Let's have a little look. Oh, it's a big perch. Oh my lord, look at that. That's the biggest one I've had down here by a country mile. Oh, look at that. That's a beauty. I hope you can get this on the camera, because I've not had one this big down here ever. Oh! That is a clonker. Look at that. That's got to be... That's getting close for 40 centimetres. Don't go at the net, mate. That's the biggest perch I've had down here ever. Oh my lord. Well, I never didn't even know they lived down here. Let's post this video. There's going to be loads of twats down here now. Look at that. That's an absolute stonker. And the bait. Like that thing. Right, let's get this bad boy sorted. Right, by sheer fluke, I've got a measure with me. I don't know, I forgot I had one in my bag. So I'm just going to measure this really quickly, just to get an idea. I think it's nearly 40, which is my biggest perch from here ever, because I never thought they lived in here really. Oh yeah, it's 42. What a beauty. There we go, 42 centimetres. That was a surprise and a half. What a beautiful fish. Right, let's get it straight back, see if we can get another one. Now, what a result on a day like today. Absolutely brilliant. I'm absolutely chuffed and over the moon. And what beautiful colours on it. It's a fantastic looking perch. Let's get it straight back. So what I'm just going to do is just let that fish just rest in my net just for a second or two. It's ready to go straight away. You can see it's righted itself. What a result. That's perfect. That felt... I thought that was a pike when I first hit it, like a little jack. Wow, what a result. Right, if we can get Zander, then that's going to be one hell of an afternoon. What a surprise. I'm absolutely over the moon with that. As you can see, this is a bit of a slow method when you're fishing venues like this, when it's dominated by such small fish, but you can get surprises, and I'm over the moon with that perch. That's beautiful. So I just like to persevere with something like this, and you normally get the smaller perch taking it as well, like the 4-ounce jobs. So the fact that I haven't had any other taps, it tells me that either one, I've not been on them, or two, the water's still a bit cold, and it's just these bigger fish that will respond to a method like this. You saw the belly on that perch. There we go. Oh, it came off. Bastard. What was that? That didn't feel quite so big. But there we go, that's the second one. Is that a bit Zanderish? Don't know. Oh, got the clutch set quite loose because I don't want to hook into something a bit bigger and it smashed me. But that wasn't the reason I lost it. I just didn't get a good hook set. It wasn't that big. Yeah, so the belly on that perch was feeding. These bigger fish, they're going to start looking for free offerings now. I'm sure that was a tap just then. We're getting to a good time of day, last hour of daylight. So if I can get one or two more, I'll be absolutely over the moon, because it doesn't look it, but we're just coming out of this river was frozen 2 or 3 days ago, so the water temperature is still really low. And I'm gutted that one come off. Persevere. What have we got here? Oh my lord. I've got look at that. Can you see it in the dark? I've got a pole float and someone's top elastic as well. I'll give this to my mate Alex, he can sell it in his shop. What's happened there? Look. Pole float. Lord. That's ridiculous. In a pair of old pants. A rag. Ugh. Right, attached to this pole float, I don't know if you can see it in the dark. There was something else attached. What is... Look at that rig there. That's shit, isn't it? I mean, they have got a wire trace on, to be fair, but I mean, if you're pike fishing with that, you need shooting. I don't know if you can see that in the dark. I'll get some light behind it. That is an exposed hook, which is never a good idea in these places. Don't know if you can see that. And a little crawfish. So I've got pole float, elastic, and this. Wow. I think it's time to go home. As you can see, it is now pitch black. I haven't used a street light as artificial light. No Zander, but what a lovely 2 hours fishing. Probably 2.5 hours fishing. Had that fantastic perch. Couldn't get a Zander. These Zander along here absolutely hate me this year. Don't know where they've gone. So what a fantastic 2 hours. Had that 42 centimetre perch. Only had the 2 hits. And that's probably because the water temperature must be really, really low, I'd imagine. Like I said, 3 days ago it had a lid on it, so I'm not surprised we struggled a little bit. If you want to see the perch challenge I did with Tom Moyer, I'll stick a link up here. If you watch till the end, I really appreciate the view, and I'm off to have a curry with Luke Littler's brother. Yeah. See you soon.